What's going on, y'all? Chris with No Limit Squad, your personal Isochain and fitness vlogging channel. As you can see by the title, this is kind of a confusing little exercise routine I've come up with, or an odd exercise routine. This is the Springfield frog. And let me tell you, by the time you guys see this, I'll already have been on this for a week and it sucks. Oh my God, it sucks in a good way. Real quick, I want to go over why I came up with this name. If you guys have read the Isometric Manual by Paul Wade, one of the first stories, and honestly what hooked me to read the other 400 some pages, is the story about the frog from the Springfield frog experiment that got his leg tied up to a wooden plank, and he tried to move for 2 weeks and he couldn't. Until they finally let it go, and his right leg was jacked so much that it kept jumping to the side instead of jumping forward. And like, it's crazy. I just thought that was fascinating. So I was like, I think it's time for some hypertrophy. I started to incorporate that. So this is the first Isochain routine I've come up with that uses average mode. And wow, is this going to test your capacity? This tests you mentally in every possible way. Instead of talking about it, let's check it out. Let's look at it, all right? So here are the exercises. The bench press. So this is my setup. A wooden one from Home Depot. And then the rest are the row, the tricep extension, the bicep curl, the reverse curl, shoulder press, upright row is a new one for me, front raise. Those are my upper bodies. The deadlift, the Zercher squat mid position for me, for my chain link, for what I want to accomplish with my legs. It'll probably be different for you. Romanian deadlift, calf raise, hack lift. Now, those are the exercises. I started to incorporate hypertrophy into these. So what's that mean? Those nasty 20 to 45 second contractions. Man, they are tough. They are tough. The areas that I want to get bigger, now of course my in-gym workout also complements this. So my areas that I want to get bigger are my calves, I want my quads, I want my hams, and I want my lats bigger. All right, so what I do is I have my hack lift for my lower body. It's nasty, man. 45 seconds, 3 sets of 45-second contractions. Calf raise, same, 3 sets of 45. Zercher squat, 3 sets of 45. And the row where I'm seated on the floor that you're about to see in a couple minutes is 3 sets of 45 seconds. What I also do is I alternate. What I mean by that is every other day I'll alternate. One day I'll do 3 sets of 45-second contractions for hypertrophy for that exercise, and then the following day I'll do 1 set of 45-second contractions for hypertrophy and 1 set of strength for 6, so I don't just lose it. Okay, so I want to make sure that I keep both, so I keep it going. It has worked successfully so far. I stumbled a little bit in the beginning trying to figure out the tempo, everything, but now I got it. Definitely got it. Now the thing about this is there's only 4 exercises that follow the hypertrophy formula here. So for you, if you decide to do Springfield frog, you can perform any exercise you want on the Isochain that you want to get bigger. You can have that exercise be the one that's geared toward hypertrophy. It doesn't have to be the 4 that I picked. It doesn't even have to be 4. So, and one more thing before I go right into it, this hypertrophy program is more for my taking. It's more for what I want in my fitness training. So again, this might be different for you. These programs that I'm coming up with, the Sweet 16, the Power 45, and the Springfield frog, are just made up creations designed to help me out. So I'm gonna be covering other ones that I would prescribe to clients, that Dragon Door has come out personally for the Isochain, all that stuff. So I just wanna go over that real quick. There's going to be there is so much more to cover on this channel. I honestly, I'm not overwhelmed, but it's a lot. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's start with the bench press. Once you're under there, you just want your shoulder blades. You want your shoulder blades on top of the wooden plank here, and you want to make sure, because there's no spring on this, you don't want to ruin your Isochain. So make sure that the loading ring is pointing directly down. Whether you got a 1.0 or 2.0, it doesn't matter. All right, guys, so 240 is the one I pulled before. I'm going to, from here on out, after I finish this, all my previous numbers are just going to be in text format on the video. I'm not going to keep vocalizing it. All right, but right now, this is the last one. 240 is the number to beat. 1, 3, 1, 2. Ah! Oh, I definitely beat that. Yep, 255. 255. Whoa. Oh man, it's all strength gains right now. So I'm kind of like, I know what's coming because this is not my first time doing a Springfield. Y'all gonna notice a whole different me in like a couple minutes. It's coming, guys. Heard a pop, yo. Oh. All right, notice something different? Just put my waist belt on. So what I started doing at the beginning of the Springfield Frog is I'm recovering from whatever I did with my back. Honestly, guys, I have no freaking clue. But it is feeling a lot better. I've been using this waist belt. I usually use it when I perform deadlifts in the gym. I use this waist belt. So even though it's a static contraction, when my abs give out, what starts to happen is cat back, right? So maybe that the fatigue was starting to create cat back and I didn't realize it. So I'm using this now. So even though I only have Romanian deadlift and deadlift for 1 set now instead of 3, I still want to just be careful. It's been working very well so far. It's almost a week into this program. For the remainder of it, you'll see me using that. You'll also see me using these. So I have wrist straps, Cobra grips. You can also get different brands, but my grip, because of these hypertrophy lifts, is suffering like midway through the lift. So in order to hold the bar, I use these. And it helps a lot. It helps a ton. So you'll see me using these for the hack lift, the deadlift, the Romanian deadlift, and the calf raise, because those are all the ones where I start to lose my grip. I mean, it is fantastic. So if you don't have these, I highly recommend grabbing a pair. You can also argue that you're not really training your grip. Yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But when I really just want to focus on the muscles in question being worked, I want to focus on the muscles in question being worked. I'll work on my grip later. Actually, I have a set of Captains of Crush grippers because that's one of the things I want to work on this year for 2021. So I handle that separately. I'm not worried about that right now. This is what I use right now for me, just so we know what's going on. So we're going for the deadlift now, the regular deadlift. When you're putting these straps on, you just gotta make sure that when you pull the strap, because it's rubber on rubber, not rubber on skin, that it doesn't make the loading ring come at an odd angle. So even though it's the Isochain 2.0, just it's better safe than sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for hypertrophy. I regret and yet I love this at the same time. I want those muscles in question to get bigger, solid, and dense. Let's get into it. Again, we're focusing on average mode. So here's how I set this up. So the last time I did the hack lift, last time I performed the hack lift, I got 192, 179, and 193. So what I'm gonna do is put it on 193, right? So I'm gonna use timed mode now, right? Time mode, and then set it to 193. Blink once, blink twice. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is hold time mode. This is the seconds it's gonna be under tension. So it's defaulted at 6. I covered that in one of my earlier videos. So I'm gonna put it to 45 seconds. This is how long I wanna hold this contraction. All right, so now it's set to 45 seconds and it's set to 3. So now I just have to focus on hearing the beat for 45 seconds. Now what I've done is, let's say we hold it, right? And we held it for like 33 seconds. The power just started to decrease too much. So it's like, Is that okay? Do you just end it at 33 seconds? Well, you can. So I'd recommend using the Isochain app. I'm still gonna use the interval timer for now. So I'm going to set it to 45 seconds. So you guys can't see it, but the interval timer app is gonna be right below the camera. So I'll be looking at that a lot because I just want it to be over with. So that's how I do it. So even if I don't hold the contraction at over 193 pounds of force for the entire 45 seconds, I still want to hold it. I still want the hypertrophy there. Does that make sense? So I want it for 45 seconds, even if I couldn't hold it for the entire time. Does that make sense? Hopefully I didn't just ramble. Let's get into it. Oh, all right. So hit average, 187, so it's a little lower than normal. The highest on that, by the way, was 262. Oh my God, it burns so bad. That was pretty bad too. Oh, 193. Dang. Oh my God. Ah! All right, so calf raise, my highest was 149. So I'm gonna set the timer to the timed mode number to 149. And then the goal is to hold it with at least 149 pounds of force. No big deal, right? This shows me I was too weak there. Oh, 135, that's better. This is the calf raise. I'm really dreading the squat. Out of all these, the squat is the one that sucks the most. It burns, oh my God. It just took the third set to happen. Oh, I better have, after this, I better not have any calves. I better have cows. All right, here comes the Zercher. I have to hold 130 pounds of force in 45 seconds. I'd rather squat 405. Ah! 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 Oh my God, guys. 105, that is so bad. My videos on the channel that have done the best are the videos where you guys see me doing these programs. So you guys like to see me suffer, huh? That's the relationship that we established? I see y'all. I don't want to do it again. Why do y'all hate me? No! Ah! Ah! For all that pain, that's the best I can do. Ah! If I'm quiet, it's because this sucks. That's why. This shit is hard. There is nothing left. It's under 130, man. I'm just trying to hold it, man. I'm just trying to hold it. I know I'm under. I know it's not beeping. There is nothing left. That is it. That was bad, yeah. But you know what though? I know it's working. I know that was working. I mean, this is a burn. This is a burn unlike any other, guys. I mean, totally is a different workout than the last 90 days of primarily strength training. I feel it right now. I finished. I just failed my 130 lift. I was supposed to hold a contractile force of 130 pounds for 45 seconds. I've done it before. I even have it in my notes, even though I failed today and I didn't hold the 130 for 45 seconds. I'm sorry, I didn't get an average of 130 for 45 seconds. I don't know how to accurately explain to us how big my lats feel right now. They feel like I just did like 150 lat pull downs on the cables at the gym. It really does feel like that. It is tight right now. I feel it. It's a hell of a workout. Oh my God. The hypertrophy lifts are totally different beast. So if that's what you're looking to get, I highly recommend messing around with these. Now, last thing before we go, remember when I do this tomorrow, all those exercises like this row I just did, that was 3 sets of 45 seconds. Now it turns in, tomorrow it's gonna be 1 set of 45-second contraction to continue with the hypertrophy training and 1 set of 6 seconds to keep my strength high. I don't want the strength to start to diminish as the hypertrophy goes up. I want both. So that's why I'm going to continue to do both. Okay, hypertrophy every day, strength every other day for these exercises. All right, guys, hopefully that makes sense. The full breakdown on the program is gonna be in the description box on this video, so I got us, all right? I'm getting better at this YouTube thing. Thank you guys for bearing with me. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment in the comment section below. If you liked it, be sure to drop a like. And if you're not yet part of No Limit Squad, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Come join the squad with us. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.